talk about draft real quick
Yeah.
before we go in. And I want to know your thoughts about picking like Kaisa Leona so early.
So with the Kaisa Leona, we actually picked that because we saw that you guys also played Kaisa Leona,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah. So Casey, my support, we were talking about it, and we were figuring out because I play a lot of Kaisa too,
Hmm.
and so I was just thinking it might be best just to take the Kaisa, and everyone was agreeing just take the Kaisa and Leona off the off the pick. And so I was able to like narrow your guys' pick down without a
Yeah,
hyper scaling champ.
that makes sense. The one like crux I have about that is it opens up like it makes you kind of vulnerable. Does it make sense? Like I
Yeah,
like
no.
yeah, I
I,
like
I
the thought process though of taking like the priority pick away from us. But the problem is like Kai'Sa's such a weak laner that
yeah, I know that's
yeah, getting counterpick like this is like
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
is
I
really
know.
it's the
bad.
same thing with the Vayne. I was like, I was gonna go Zaya, but then I was like, oh, I can just go Draven or Jhin here, and I win lane.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping and praying to pick Draven or I was gonna go slam my toe in the door, but it's good.
Yeah, just
I hate playing
what
Draven.
I'd recommend
Dude.
is if you're forced to first pick your bot lane, I'd pick something a lot more like reliable or
Hmm.
Yeah.
like safer early. Something like
Yeah,
Ezreal, MF, Caitlyn, Senna, Ashe. Those are all good like blind pick champions because you end
yeah,
up
Yeah.
getting like counter picked like really hard, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Especially if you look at my profile, I'm not really like a Kaisa one trick either. I think she's like fourth on my like most played, right? So like
Yeah.
the other three might have been like better to take away if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, I do respect the Kaisa pick though. She's so much fun.
I know,
Dude,
dude.
she
I've been having so
in
much fun with her ranked.
late game she's just so nasty with the
Yeah,
Muramana. Oh
she
my
is
gosh.
so good.
What do you guys usually go? Do you go like AP or do
I
you guys
mean,
go
I
better?
absolutely hate the Manamune build. I hate building Manamune on champions that aren't Ezreal or Ashe. I refuse to play Ashe if I'm not going Manamune because I feel like she does no damage. And on
Yeah.
Kai'Sa, I just need an excuse not to run
Wait,
Manamune.
Bork and Crick Ash actually hurt like a truck,
Nah,
dude, in mid
not this
game.
much, not this much. But
No,
Hmm.
I'd
I don't
like
know about
her
that.
serrated Dirk build.
yeah, the
I
essence
really like her
reverse.
serrated
Yeah.
Dirk build. And I can't wait for new items because her PvE, I've been playing her on
Dude.
PvE, she's so broken. I can't wait
Oh,
for new items.
I
All
still remember when
right.
Kaisa got released, dude. She was just stupid.
Yeah.
I didn't play her on release. I didn't play any of these guys on release except for like Aphelios and Senna.
All right.
Yeah.
So going into loading screen, what are you like first thinking about? Like what your game
I'm
plan
thinking
is?
our game plan here is probably because we're versing a Bard Misfortune. We already know Graves and Bard are probably gonna work around a lot around each
Uh-huh.
other. So mostly we were just trying to play safe because again, Kai'Sa's not strong like we were talking about. So
Mm.
I was thinking of just like playing a little passive, letting lane shove into us because if we know Bard's gonna rotate, then we already know Misfortune's not gonna be able to really see us if we can
Yeah,
freeze lane.
that makes sense. So when when are you thinking about playing safe this game?
Probably I would want to say like towards like early, most likely.
Like
Early would probably been the best.
let's talk about like through levels. Like what levels of the of the game do you think you should play passive and safe?
Probably most likely either late game because late game becomes massive. Um,
Wait, I mean like what levels should you be playing safe? Like in terms
oh,
of like
like,
level
oh
one,
my
two,
bad.
three,
I
four,
thought you were
five, six.
talking about like, oh yeah, definitely probably playing safe till like I get at least level 3 is when I can feel like I can sort of do something. So probably 1 and 2.
Yeah. I think you should play aggressive levels 1, 2, and maybe 3. Because even though Kai'Sa's weak early, she can still
Yeah.
do a lot of crazy stuff, especially paired with Leona,
With
right?
Leona, yeah.
Yeah, your W does like a lot of damage level 1. This thing does like
Yeah, if you can proc
yeah.
it with
It's
the
on top of
Halo
your
Blades
passive
too.
too,
On
yeah.
top of
It's
Halo
ridiculous.
Blades, that's like
Yeah.
free plasma proc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
nasty.
I think let's just watch how this like level 1 goes, right? Let's see.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Standard hold.
30
You guys walk
seconds
for
until
the
minions
invade.
spawn.
That's good.
Yeah.
Standard
Started rotating
stuff.
and it was like, oh
Spawn.
shoot.
Okay, so you have a couple options when you're not leashing here. A, fake the leash. B,
Yeah.
push the wave. Or C, pull the wave. What
All right.
What do you think you should be doing?
I should honestly. We weren't thinking of fake leashing because we already knew you had a ward on red. So
Uh-huh.
we knew that we were either gonna push like a slow push race for level 2 to try and get
Okay,
lane
I like that.
advantage. Because I don't know if you guys know
Yeah.
the Bang like level, the strategy wave, where you slow push, then hard push, and you get a free back.
Hey, yeah, cheaters.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I just
Yeah.
did that to you
Yeah.
in this
Yeah, you
game.
did. And I was
Yeah.
like, frick.
So,
Yeah, I know.
how do you want to prevent that?
Probably most likely want to match you in CSing, so like thinning down the wave.
Exactly. And why do you think I was able to get the cheater? We'll call that. Do you watch LS?
No, not that much.
He calls it a cheater recall. I
Oh.
fucking hate the word cheater recall. It's just a sick bag, dude. It's just
It's
yeah.
so like it's so free because then you get lane advantage with the free like whatever long sworded
Yeah.
dagger.
So I think you should be playing really aggressive here, especially when bar autos
Yeah,
you for free.
yeah. I definitely saw that,
Yeah.
but then
Your
I
auto
suppose, like,
Q does a
back
lot
off.
more than my auto, by the way. And I started W. You knew that, right?
Yeah, I just hate like versing misfortunes. The Q just always throws me off
Yeah, but
when
I
it
have
can
W.
bounce
You
off
can
you.
see with my
Yeah,
how my guns
yeah,
are
yeah,
pointed
yeah.
up, right? But also,
Yeah.
even if I have Q, your auto Q does a lot more than like my Q auto actually. So even if I start a Q, in especially considering the fact that you have a minion advantage, you can definitely trade with me in this lane.
Are you talking about double ups, or are you talking about just like clicking on you Q?
Double ups.
Yeah,
Like
double
when it
ups are super
bounces off.
easy. You stand to the side of the wave.
Yeah.
Or you fight her inside of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
standing like this allows me to Q you.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
know.
Like if you stand
Yeah.
like in like here and like fight me off this wave, I actually can't fight you level 1, right? But the fact that like you started to push means that I get
Yeah.
to keep this freeze forever since you're playing so
Yeah.
passive now, right? And this allows me to control the wave in any direction I want it to go, right? So
Yeah.
I just want to trade, I just want to get the minion advantage. And like you're
Yep.
too far back, does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
you're full health, full
Well,
mana, like not
you
using your
want
Q to trade.
you want to know what's going on down
What?
here? My support's like, dude, we're about to get just clapped. I'm like, oh lordy, and he's like talking all that, and I'm like, it's like just stay back. I'm like, dude, I think we can be a little bit more aggressive because
You
if Bard
can
oversteps, we got
100%
Leona.
get more
And
aggressive.
it was just like, no, bro, like we're about to just get obliterated.
But
I was
at
like,
this point, like you can't, you know, like earlier,
yeah,
like just
yeah,
because we're
now,
diamond doesn't mean we have like you've like I've heard you from other players that you guys have beat like other diamond teams before, and
oh yeah,
that means you know that just because we're diamond doesn't mean we have access to
oh
stats or items that
yeah, I
the gold
know.
players don't
I
have,
felt
right?
like we could have won it.
Yeah,
But
you definitely could have.
Just be more assertive about it. Like
it's
just walk up and hit me, smack me in the face
Yeah.
for playing like this, you know. Like tell me to refund my fucking skin, you know? Like I don't deserve
before
this, right?
before we even get in the game, we started like we were practicing and warming up, and my freaking Casey, my support, just starts roasting me because I'm playing Jin, and he's just like, "Gosh, man, like you're not even stepping up. Like I'm dead now." And he's like, "Back up." I'm like, "Holy bro, like chill. I know what I'm doing. I play ADC for 2 years now. Get off me."
Dude, when I crash, I love this analogy. Do you play basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, so say you're watching I don't know what team LeBron's on right now. Is he still on the
Lakers.
Cavs?
He's on the Lakers.
He's on the Lakers
Lakers.
now?
Yeah.
I thought you went back to the Cavs. Forehead. Okay,
Nah.
he's on the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
If you're watching a Lakers game and during the halftime show, they randomly call you down to 1v1 LeBron at basketball, right? And if you could beat
Yeah.
him in a 1v1, you get $1 million. But you get to choose the first score to like the first like score that it takes to win. What do you choose?
I think you just go first one to score wins, depending on who gets the ball, of course. But
Exactly. First to
yeah.
score wins, right? Like
yeah.
Like,
Oh
'cause
wait, I see what you're
you
doing.
get, okay, so if you do like first to 100 points,
Yeah.
Over
He's
on
gonna-
average, LeBron will like outball you, right?
Oh yeah.
Like you'll make mistakes, he'll expose you, you might get a couple points and blocks here and there, but he'll definitely reach 100 first, right?
Oh yeah.
So you want to say best of one, and like when you check the ball to him and he checks it back, you throw that thing, right? Like try to get that
You
half
just
court shot
yeet it,
off.
bro.
And if you can sink it, you want the best of like you want the first to one, and you want $1 million, right? You see where
Yeah.
I'm going with this?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because we're
So,
better than you, if you
Uh,
let us have this wave,
That's
we're gonna
toxic.
take the gold lead and we're gonna run with it, right?
you're gonna
So
freaking make me run for my money.
yeah, exactly. So you should try to contest really early and like make plays to get like the lead immediately. Because if you don't get a lead, then we're just gonna take the
Steamroll me.
gold advantage and go, right? So instead
Yeah.
of playing passive and hoping you outscale, you should be fighting us and hoping you get these kills to prevent us from like feeling comfortable. You know, if you
Yeah.
can make LeBron sweat, he's out of his comfort zone, right?
Yeah,
Especially
for
if you
sure.
if you check the ball to him and he checks it back and like he knows it's first to one, he's gonna do everything he can to like block that one
Yeah.
shot, right? And it's gonna be a
Yes,
lot
sir.
closer of a game than first to 100 points, right? So you should be fighting
Yeah.
in this wave here. Be aggressive, right? Like
Okay.
okay. So we did that thing you mentioned before. And
Yeah.
I'm really glad you brought that up. At least you're aware of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
You can't walk
I
up
know.
to this wave because it's too fucking
Yeah,
big.
no.
Yeah.
I will get freaking dick smacked.
Yeah, so we just take this, recall. The jungler gets a sick gank top. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys know where our jungler started?
No, I think we did, but I didn't really focus on where the jungler was until I asked, because I asked my jungler where he thinks possible it is.
Hold on,
But
let me see if we
I-
can deduce this. Is this level 1? This is level 1. Okay.
Oh yeah, no,
Uh,
I think we knew where. Yeah,
Yeah.
we knew you were bottom.
I'm sure
because-
you guys knew. Because like
Yeah.
Nard is this, and then we're missing, right? So
Yeah.
it's only natural that
Were you
we
guys just
started
toying with us?
bot side. What?
Were you guys just toying with us there?
Yes.
The Gnar.
Oh,
No, that's
th-
he's trying to set the wave up to a certain way.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh.
Do you know what pulling the wave is?
No, I
Okay,
don't think so.
So
no.
you can do something really stupid here. Yo, Carson, I'm not gonna Alta for. So can you show him?
I
what it
was
looks
gonna
like?
say, I was like, shit. I'll hop on practice
yeah.
tool.
So there's something really stupid you could do, and if the enemy leashes, they'll be late to the first minion, so they miss golden XP for it if you pull the wave
Yeah.
properly. That's what he was trying to do. He wasn't toying with you. He was trying to pull the wave into the bush, to make
Ooh.
sure he can get it off. Here, let's watch Carson pull it off real quick.
All right, I just went live. Just
Okay.
give me a sec. I'm in loading.
I think I
mean,
know what you're talking about. Like where you like sometimes mid laners, if they're freezing, they'll pull it off to the side.
Yeah, exactly. Like to make sure the
Yeah, yeah,
minions
yeah.
like meet like a lot closer to their tower, and the minions beat
Is
them up
that what
before
it's-
they can.
That's what it's for, though. Is
Yeah.
if you're to pull it, you pull it off, so you're able to freeze or like.
It's either to freeze to get level 2 first, or I mean, if you're really lucky, you can make the ADC miss the first minion, which means he has to kill 2 more casters to get level 2. You can
Yeah.
just zone them off the wave. I think your stream ended, Carson.
Oh, I actually fucked it up. Give me a second. Let me
You're
restart the game.
good. I'm so
I
thirsty.
Language.
I had
What?
I just fast forwarded the game too many times.
Hey, Carson's not the one that swore on stream on the TLE, brother.
Wait, it wasn't me.
You swore on stream. We're all
I
watching
did?
you. Yeah. Something crazy happened during the game,
hate
like
this.
after the first
Sorry,
game,
there you go.
and then like you swore on stream.
No, I didn't.
You said shit, dude. Yeah, you did.
"Oh my."
Nah, I remember
Okay.
this clear as day.
Wait, was it? Sorry, was it during like the weird match?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
between?
yeah. The off-stream one that you guys went to
Oh,
watch on
okay.
stream. Yeah.
Okay, fair. Okay, but you know, whatever. Anyways, I do mute now. I listen.
You like tank the minions here, and like dip into a bush, and then like it just.
Yeah,
it just
I'm
gets
really
fucked.
bad at doing it, but like that's the thing.
You know
I mean,
this-
that's like the whole concept behind it. Is that
You
you're
had-
supposed to group these three? Oh, you can't see my cursor. You're supposed to group these 3 ones right here, and then they will like all target one.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you'll
Carson,
just, like
Carson.
insta kill it.
You group the whole minion wave, and then you make sure you see how there's little lines on top of the. Do you want to reset the game real quick?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
reset the game. I know like fundamentally how to do it, but I just can't do it in practice.
To do it every time, you wait for the 6th minion to get the little 3 lines above their head that says "I'm aggroed onto you," and then
Oh,
you dip
yeah.
into the bush. Make sure you're next to the bush during the entire pull, so that you could dip and drop aggro immediately, because you kind of take like 80 damage for this, but it's pretty
Yeah.
fucking worth. Yeah, you can just stand by the corner of the bush and like wait.
So
So
what, the
I-
whole minion wave aggroes you, and then you dip
Yeah,
in, and then
when the
it's good?
6th, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if the whole minion wave's aggro or not, as long as the 6th one has the lines above his head, and then you just dip. So you're
Ah,
looking
I
at the
see.
6th minion. There you go, and then you dip. Look how fast his first minion dies.
Jeez.
And yeah, if they're leashing,
If they're
they don't get
leashing,
it.
they actually are relate to that.
Like it's so cancer.
And then
to
now
play
the wave
against.
pushes towards you, right? So you can
Oh.
set up a
Yeah.
freeze.
and so then you can freeze it
That's
right
kinda
here.
OP.
nasty. Oh,
Yeah, it's so that's what Ultra Foxy was trying to do.
that's sick.
Yeah.
I want to say something that one of our coaches, Swish, said. You should feel uncomfortable when your auto attack is traveling from you to that minion. That's how low you want the minions to be when you last hit them, because you want to make sure that like you are not pushing the wave at all. So like you should be
Yeah.
sitting in your chair sweating like, oh my god. Oh my god! After every single minion, I
hate
know,
doing
it
that.
sounds funny, but ever since he said that, that has stuck with me, and that has helped me freeze so well. Just because, like, if a minion is at 50 health and you last hit it, and a minion is at 10 health and you last hit it,
Yeah,
that 40 health could be 2 melee
Yeah,
autos
that
or 1
is-
caster auto,
it's extra autos.
and so you can you can change the time of that wave so much by
Yeah.
waiting just an extra half second.
Mhm.
You ever have a
So-
freeze that just breaks randomly? Like that's wise. 'cause
I
you're
have freezes
last
that
hitting
break
it
all
too
the
high.
time. That
Yeah.
minions killing themselves to tower for no reason.
I love that when they just start suiciding.
Anyway, so that's another option you could do. That's what he was trying to do. So like you can
Yeah.
either
See.
push, but so something you should be aware of is when this cheater recall is happening, to prepare for it. And things you could do to prepare for it are either try to counter push if the wave's not big enough, or try to set up a freeze if they don't check it, or at this
Yeah.
point, like you just have to accept the fact that you're gonna be
Yeah.
laning into this like with down an item. So the reason
Yeah.
cheater recalls are so bad to be on the back end of is this. Check out what happens is there. Okay, Kaisa can't. There's no way Kaisa can push this wave and the next one that comes like in the time that I
Fast
click,
enough, yeah.
right? So watch
Yeah.
what happens, right? So now that your minions are delayed, these minions are gonna be closer to your tower.
Yeah, which is gonna start pushing, slow pushing back
Yep.
into you.
It's gonna slow push back into me now. No matter how well you control this wave, like you don't even touch like any of these waves, but like you can
Yeah.
already tell that it's pushing into us, huh?
Yeah.
Once the next wave comes in, it's doomed, right?
So I have another question.
Yeah, what's up?
So like I know between Dorian Shield and Dorian Blade, but when do you guys like go Cole?
Okay,
you ever go
Kai'Sa's weird. Every other champ I can give you a definition, but Kai'Sa, like, if you know
don't-
the lane, oh, you never go D shield on Kai'Sa. That's just the
Yeah,
thing.
You can't
Yeah,
evolve
yeah.
on
AD.
D-Shield.
But
There are very specific scenarios where you can, and it's like Lulu Ezreal lanes.
yeah, it like
but
ashes your wrath.
Other than that, it kind
Oh.
of fucks your evolve like real hard.
Yeah, it screws you over so hard.
Yeah.
But like,
I
when
wouldn't start
lanes,
Cole either on Kaisa. Like ever.
Well, no,
I start Cole on Kai'Sa. Slurps gives me shit about it, but
The
it's
problem
like-
with starting Cole on Kaisa is your health bar is 80 less than it is, which is like a good 2 auto attacks, right? And
Yeah.
you get less
Yeah.
sustain like at later phases of the laning phase. So that you're just always weaker, you know? You're basically buying Cole marks to the enemy team, hey, I've forfeited laning phase. Like
yeah.
like pardon my French, but essentially you're just like spreading your cheeks saying take me when you take Cole, because it kind of alerts to the enemy team what you're doing, right? Like you
Yeah, I
can't
think
trade auto
that-
for auto, because if you do that you'll run out of health. You can't out sustain in lane. I mean, like, unless it's like the first 6 levels, but like that sustain doesn't matter too much anyways. Like It's like
Okay.
1 health per auto.
It's
You
like
need-
negligible.
Yeah, you need to auto 80 times to make like a difference. And if you're autoing 80 times, like
Without getting
you're
hit
fucking
back.
your wave. Yeah, it's just too hard, right? But what you
Yeah.
can do on Kaisa, if you really want to delay your mana mean, you can go Cole like after a cheater recall. That is perfectly fine,
Yeah.
right? But another time you can get Cole on Kaisa is if you know you're just better than the enemy AD and they pick some really weird like bot lane that's not
Yeah.
gonna win, you can go
It's
Cole.
like straight matchups dependent.
Yeah,
Like
but
hard matchups like this, I'd go D-Blade.
99% of the time, just
Yeah.
go D-Blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go
that-
D-Blade basically every single time, but I
Yeah.
do buy Cole every once in a while. And it's like, it's just lanes that you know that nothing's going to happen. If it's Sivir versus Kaisa, I'm buying Cole. I mean, I'm just going to sit there and do nothing all game and just farm, and then out of
Yeah.
nowhere, I'm just going to come out.
Yeah. So, okay, let's look at what happens during this. So I get to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I know you're not hard pushing this, so I'm just gonna actually take this
Grab
scuttle,
Rift
right?
Scut. Yeah.
And you're just gonna slowly push, right?
Mhm.
I made a mistake here. I didn't think you were gonna fast push this, and my Bard also misses the stun, so we actually. like,
Tyler
do
is
this so
actually
slow.
trolling. I saw him just sitting around in the river for no reason.
Wait. Do you want to know why this takes so long and why I lose so much minions? Look at this. You know how stunning the scuttle reduces its resistances by fuck ton, right?
Oh yeah.
It does. You do more than double damage while it's stunned.
It's crazy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
good
I
old-
remember
good old
hearing
Tyler
that.
moment.
Oh
Holy.
nice.
That's why this takes forever. And you guys zoned me off the wave, which is good. I like the fact that like you guys realized this is happening and made sure like this would
Yeah.
crash all the way in. But even still, I'm like 22 to 23.
Oh yeah. You're freaking just.
And
beating it,
2
man.
pots,
And you-
Cole. You actually can't fight us, right?
No, I can't.
Yeah, and all of this happened because of like the early levels. So
Yeah.
at this
So
point,
level
there's
one.
not much you can do besides accept it. I actually would say like don't even look for this.
Yeah, I know that's not your fault though. This is
Yeah.
like this is your support. I don't know why he decided to fight in this minion wave.
I don't know either.
It's like
I
okay,
missed
you
my
missed your
W
stuff.
there.
Let's
Yeah.
back out and then Zenith Blade.
I need to just whack you guys.
Yeah.
From that. I'm so sad that like Q wasn't enough for that. Dude. But all right. So at this
Yeah.
point, you should try to stay as healthy as you can. Your health bar is
Yeah.
important because if these guys roam,
Yeah.
it's really scary. So because you're on the back foot at this point,
Oh, and I got hit by that, and I was like,
yeah,
fuck.
try to stay as healthy as you can. And this includes like avoiding these trades here.
Yeah.
Now you're just forced to go back.
Which is sad, but
I've seen a lot of people stay here. Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you back. Like if you can't do anything,
Yeah.
like, just recall.
it's that, or and then we didn't know where Graves was, and so it's just a risk factor at that point.
Yeah, you getting dove is just so high high chance of happening if you stay.
This I think is one of the biggest reasons I got such a big lead this game.
We
What was-
roamed. We freaking roamed across the whole map,
Yeah.
which
This
was
was like
not very smart, but
I don't necessarily agree with 80 carries roaming, but supports can go do whatever
supports
they
can
want.
roam. That's fine.
yeah.
What do you think? If you're this misfortune, what are you telling your teammates right now?
Don't die.
Yeah,
Just stay alive.
literally,
Just-
as long
just-
as you don't die and
Yeah, as
leave,
long as you
I'm
keep 'em there.
literally winning.
Yeah.
Keep
you
like in
legit-
fact, keep them here. The longer
Yeah.
they're gone, the better, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you have a pickaxe, cool, right? But we have mid bot priority, right? We have Bard that can be annoying as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Graves is a level on Fiddlesticks, and everyone just has a way to get out, right? So
Yeah.
at this point, look how far I am ahead.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, oh, this is already over. Bot lane's done.
Yeah,
remember
it's so
seeing
hard
this.
for you to come back from this. Like I have a BF sword and a Cole
Holy.
to
My
to your
freaking
pickaxe,
pickaxe.
right?
Yeah.
And it's fine. Cause the game is still winnable. Let's see. So this lead sucks, but what should you do here? Like after you push this wave?
After we push this wave, should probably looking to either rotate to Drake or we can back.
Is Drakeian up?
Drake is
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is. Okay, I couldn't see it.
I can barely
Um,
see it. Barely.
Can you guys do dragon?
I don't think so because mid lane's shoved in, and we don't know where Graves is again. So probably
Yeah,
not.
One more
Probably best
reason why you can't do dragon. Okay. Here's a good analogy. If minions are at your tower and you're farming, and your field wants to do dragon, what are you telling him?
We can't do that because I'm farming.
So on the flip side, if bot lane wants to do dragon and you're farming,
Yeah.
why can't you do dragon? Because he's
I
farming.
don't know.
Right? He wants to farm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
he
there's a
needs
lot of money.
six.
Yeah. Because if you make him do this and Graves just eats all these camps or like comes, like he's gonna be so far behind. He needs to like
Yeah.
that's right. So and he's in the jungle being annoying again, right? So
Yeah.
backing
And then we
backing
just roamed.
yeah. So if you take the recall here, what can you buy? You could have bought
think there's-
coal, maybe boots, maybe started
Pieces of
your
tier.
tier.
Are you
I
going
don't like
Manamune?
going tier here.
Yeah, he's going
going
Yeah.
Manamune.
Mana Moon.
You can go the tier components, but
I'd probably
Yeah.
go tier. I mean,
Yeah.
not Cole here.
yeah, I would go coal because
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, Manamune at this point stacking Manamune early doesn't. It's like the hopes of that are gone, right? So
Yeah.
just going coal, trying to get to double pickaxe into Manamune right as soon as you can.
Sure.
And then yeah, taking the recall is a big thing because you're out of mana, right?
Yeah.
Out of
Yeah.
mana.
There's
also
honestly
the,
just no reason.
The dirt build. was that
Yeah,
too,
oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that build is so
Oh, yeah.
fun.
That build is.
Yeah.
Did I popped off with it in rank the other day?
But yeah, but roaming here is super
Not very
unnecessary, yeah. Because
Yeah.
we see you coming here and everyone just runs inward, right? Everyone
Yeah.
just leaves. We try to dip. And if you are misfortune here, what are you telling your team?
Just don't die.
Don't die! I'm getting blades!
Just dance, please. Just dance.
Don't die.
Wait,
Run!
let me pause it for a second. Hayden, you should probably introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Hayden.
Hey.
I'm the AD on varsity. So
Nice, dude. I'm the varsity for high school. My name's Dawson.
Pog. Nice.
That's basically all I do. Just
Nice
play
introduction,
ADC.
guys.
Hell yeah, man. That's
Fred.
that's my resume as well.
Oh yeah. Dang, bro.
Wait, we TP'd here? Oh, we did.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh shoot, what's happening?
So we're getting plates bottom. You guys are getting ran out, right?
Yeah.
And you're still no mana again, so you have to recall here. Silas gets back on the map, and like that recall, that roam was
It threw off. my
it
whole
turned
bot
from a
lane more
700 gold lead
to like a
to
1,000.
1k. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Plates.
you
are no
basically died, right? Like you know how if you die,
Yeah.
you give 300 gold and you have to respawn and walk back to lane, right?
Yeah. Basically.
You just died. You have to recall, walk back to lane. That's like your death timer, and you give 300 gold. Like this is about the equivalent of a death, right? Actually,
Yeah.
it's a death and
Probably.
an assist,
It's
right?
it's war.
Yeah. Oh, wait, this lead is actually humongous.
Yeah. It's 30.
But it's
I
actually
already-
another like 700 gold.
It's just sad because I knew I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be doing anything this game. Not until if we can make it to late.
Yeah, so it's really hard now. So your plan from here on out, what was it?
We're probably just gonna have to look for farming or picks.
Farm,
was
farm
basically-
from enemy and get to late game. Shen will help the Kaisa carry, right? She
Alright,
can
my
ult
solo
off
queue
of.
games. My
What?
solo game starting, so I'm heading up. But good luck, guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Nice.
Good luck. You too.
So, yeah.
See you later.
But yeah. Yeah. Just farm out, chill.
Yeah.
Try to stabilize is a big thing, right? Make sure no more of this happens, right? Because
Yeah.
we're up 1 kill, but we're up like 2.3
And you're,
gold.
and you're
right?
also getting like solo farm too.
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
getting solo farm, solo
nasty.
XP. Let's look at the XP here. You're halfway to 5.
You're
I'm
already like
literally
about to
almost
get
7.
7.
I'm an entire level and like almost a
Ugh.
half on you, right?
Just sad
And
'cause
Bard
Bard
gets
just-
XP from his chimes.
Yeah,
so,
which is the dumbest thing I've seen on the
yeah.
planet of
So,
Earth.
this wave pushes towards us, and
A summoner has reconnected.
Yeah, you like got a lag.
oh,
Like it was weird. Second game I was lagging out so hard. I was like, oh sh.
if you're lagging out, just pause. Well, most scrim partners are chill with it. It's like, yo, if you're lagging, you want to play your best, so just pause for any reason. If you need to pee, if your
Oh, yeah,
dog's
yeah,
choking
yeah.
on kibble.
You literally
Just
just you just
pause.
go Discord issues or lag, and no one questions
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you could even lie about the reason. If you just like, if you wanna, if your team morale is like really down, and you're
Yeah.
sensing it, and you wanna wrap everyone back in, just pause and say, "Yo, sorry, top lane just shit himself, right?" And then like give your team like a morale boost, right?
Language.
Bro, he just shat everywhere. You guys gotta give
Yeah.
us a sec.
But yeah, so chill out. It's okay to give the first couple dragons.
Oh.
Look for a team fight, cause that's where you guys kind of shine a little, right? Like make sure you hit your
Yeah,
power
the
spikes.
comp is really good.
So I also have another question with Kai'Sa's team fighting. Where exactly do you need to be?
Depends.
You want to?
Because I know you can
wait.
you can either ult back to the back line depending if Misfortune was alone. You
Uh-huh.
could see if you could win a 1v1, or you could just save your ult to get out, or just
Great
Wait.
thing about-
Actually, here, I'm gonna share my screen. I actually have a clip for this. I just got this the other day.
Dude, the great thing
Uh,
about Kai'Sa is like you can 1v1 like backline as long as you
Yeah.
even without your E. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is gonna be on the clip. You ult to the backline and then E out.
Yeah, this is the clip. I just respawned. Am I streaming? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just respawned and I ran up to these guys. And so I'm basically just free hitting this guy. And then he flashes away and gives me that, and I kill Jin. And then you just go invisible and just kill everybody.
yeah.
You want to play in the back, but you also kind of want to.
Yeah, just be
If you
ready to
play-
assassinate
yeah.
backline.
What I'm trying to
Yeah,
say is we play front to back here because I'm stuck on tank duty because you can't really see it, but my other teammate is right here, and I
Yeah.
don't know where everybody else is. Phil6 is here, he's ulting,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm gonna kill this Scion, or I'm gonna use him as a stepping stool to kill these two. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
you can see my cursor, but I'm hovering
Yeah,
over
no, I
Jin
can
and
see it.
Pantheon.
Yeah.
And it's
You're
I
super
know
low.
those guys are low, and I know I have this enormous gap closer, and I'm gonna use it to my advantage. And
Mm.
so I want to burst down the tanks as best I could, and then move on to the next couple
Yeah.
of guys. So I'd like to transition from front to back into diving the back line when I see it. If I had a plasma target on either of these guys earlier in the fight, I would have completely just abandoned Scion and went straight for them.
Yeah, what
Okay.
do you know what applies your passive?
I know certain people's abilities can apply it, but
Any form of
isn't it?
CC.
Any
form of CC.
Any CC.
any stun, snare, fear,
Root, any of
root?
that.
Yeah.
Silence doesn't do it.
That's actually so nice. to
So
know.
with
Suppressed.
Leona, let's say your let's say your fiddlesticks is about to like ult my like let's say there's a team fight, right?
Yeah.
5 people are here, 4 people are here, fiddle's here, right? And he ults in
Yeah.
and fears me. You can ult to that, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and then kill me, and then E back to where your team is, right? Because you don't need your
Yep.
dude. Let's be honest. If Fiddle's on my ass, he's gonna need some help finishing me off,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm kind of strong. And if you go in with me or with him,
Yeah.
you can finish me off without having to use E, and you use your stealth E to get the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
That's how you want to. That's ideally how you want to use like your combo. I mean, there are some situations where you can get away with not having to use E, right? But generally, in a game where everyone's even, you need everything you can to survive. Because even if you go 1-for-1, you're still your team's DPS, right? There's no way
Yeah.
like Zed and Fiddlesticks have the damage to finish off the rest of the fight, right? So, but yeah. We'll get to that in a second. I think I think there are a couple team fights. But yeah. Again, you're kind of just like
Yeah, we're caught out. I flashed, and I was like, yep, this is my death.
'cause I'm 2 levels up
Yeah.
at this point.
I mean, I think you barely get away here. Yeah. Yeah.
Diamond Flare, Omega Lol.
Oh, don't worry. I freaking
All
missed
I
my
gotta
flash.
say.
Second match.
Holy.
Kill
I can't
Pantheon.
believe I got out. But yeah, it's like you don't want to fight here, right? Like,
Yeah.
here,
Then we
let's-
got pinch hard and it was
Yeah.
just difficult. Because then we saw Silas rotating and I was like, oh shoot.
So when Silas is rotating, like you know how like people create backup plans, like in case things go wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You should stick to the backup plan, right? So
Mhm.
you want this crab, right? Fiddle wants
Mhm.
this crab because
Yeah.
he's down farm, wants his crab. You can't really farm the wave because I'm like
Nope.
gonna kill you,
I won't
right? So
do
you
it.
help him with crab.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. What's the backup plan if we roam?
If you guys roam, probably look to get out.
Yeah,
Give.
get out, right? So you drop this ward. This spot's like you two. What do you think we're gonna do here?
Oh, for sure you guys are gonna rotate onto us.
And we do, right? Do you
Yeah.
see Silas?
No,
Now you see
not till
Silas,
then. Yeah.
right? And you see me walk over these minions.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit.
What should the call be like right now?
Probably just to back out. Probably
Just run,
go.
right?
Yeah, just not walk that way
Don't
though.
finish
but-
this. Don't go in on
Yeah.
the bard. And,
Yeah.
you know, it goes real bad because we're kind of prepared
Yeah.
for it, right?
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, maybe if I had ult there, I could have dashed to you when you're ulting. Maybe, I don't know.
but I still
wasn't level
think
6,
it's
which
like
is sad.
it's like really hard. So actually, I don't think you could have dashed to me because I don't get hit by CC when I ult you. Right? Hold up. Yeah, Leona's stunned so that she can't like go here, and I'm ulting. Fiddle doesn't fear me.
Of course.
You could have lived.
You good, bro? What happened?
Wait, check this out. Check this out. You saw what killed him, right, Carson?
No. Do it again.
Okay, do you remember this play?
Okay, yeah. I know what happened. Here.
Okay, what am I gonna do?
You're gonna ult.
I ult. Fiddle has this ability.
Did he insta terrify you?
No, he doesn't use
Oh,
it
he
at
just
all.
didn't use it.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you
and
could
he
have
is-
lived. Actually, you would have
Dude.
lived.
He,
That's
he
all I gotta say.
freaking, my jungler freaking just steals my lane, farm, and I just love my life, you know?
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm like, I need a solo farm. He's like sitting there. I'm like, sick.
Actually, I think this could have gone really good for you guys if you feared me and then you ulted. Granted, you have
I
to
didn't,
be level
I didn't
6.
have ult.
Yeah. The two caveats here is one, Fiddle has to fear me, and two, you have to be level 6, and you're still kind of far because of
Yeah,
like,
I'm way behind.
and that goes on like what we talked about like before,
Yeah.
right? Like these small leads like really add up, right? Like,
Hmm.
could you imagine if you didn't fall behind and we took the same
Well,
exact fight, right? Like,
Yeah,
You guys
it
probably
been
could've won
completely
it.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
it would have been a lot better for sure, right?
Yeah, I think the problem with me is just laning phase. Like I don't really know what I'm doing in laning phase, to be honest. I'm kind of just there. I know I need a farm. You can freeze and all that.
The trick
Right.
is to just keep playing, you know, like keep
Yeah.
keep
I mean,
applying the
mine-
pieces.
Yeah, it takes a while to learn, but like even still, laning phase, I am so bad at laning phase. I just freeze and I'm just like super passive the entire time. I never want to fight, but like I know I can do that to a certain extent because if I come out of laning phase alive, I'm just gonna carry the game because I know my
Yeah.
mid game and team fighting are really good.
Yeah.
So another analogy, if you read a book on like how to build a car, like front to back and memorize every word of it,
Yeah.
and you go to build a car, are you gonna build a better car than a guy who's just built cars and not read anything?
Oh, yeah. You already know it. My
You
building
think?
Ferraris. Oh, probably
Yeah.
not.
But the guy who
Yeah,
has
it's more-
experience building cars is probably gonna build a better car because he just knows.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's done it so much that he just knows. He doesn't need to read about it, right? So even
Yeah.
if you read about and you know and you study from these VOD review sessions,
Yeah.
the best way to just get better at laning phase is just play, right? Like think
Yep.
about like I want to win lane. How do I do that? and do the things you need to do to win lane. And if you don't win lane, just think, why did I not win lane, and what can I do next time to make sure I do, right? Like,
Okay.
so now next time we do this exact same bot lane, right? You're not gonna let
Mhm.
me recall on the third wave, right?
Oh hell no.
Exactly.
I mean,
You're gonna beat
yeah.
my ass in it and get first blood, right?
I'm
Like,
gonna take your gold, man. You better be
I'm gonna-
careful.
you're gonna take my gold. You're gonna kill me.
Make you bend over, you
Yeah.
know, the
You
usual.
make me spread my cheeks and buy gold. And, say that I'm gonna lose lane, right? So
Yeah, make
Yeah.
you wanna refund your skin. Wanna just
let's
uninstall.
zoom through this. Farming.
Good.
Zed room. I kind of like this room, and it lets you guys like kind of pressure
Yeah.
this a little bit. But the problem is I'm still really strong. Zed walks over this, so we know he's leaving. And do you see these pings?
Mhm. You guys are
We're
gonna
ready.
look to fight. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember
ready.
this play. I got hit by that. And I was like, oh, I don't have flash because I died last time. I was like, so then I just went all in.
Yeah,
Try to see
it's
what I
like
can
your
do.
only hope at this point. But even
Yeah.
still, it's like still really scary. So
Yep.
what do you think could have been done here to prevent this?
Probably been a little bit farther back because we knew Bard he did have ult and you did have ult, so we probably
Uh-huh.
could have played a little bit farther back, which would have been able so Bard can do his E, but we'd be closer to turrets, so it'd be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. Would you still have died if you were here instead of here?
It just depends on how long. Like, if you were rotating sooner,
I
so
think you guys would have, because Bard can run up after with
yeah,
his Q, and I
and
can just
Q,
walk up with my R, right? And you don't have flash, right?
nope,
So you have to be here, right?
yeah,
But that's not ideal either, because the minion wave is here.
exactly. So we're kind of
There is something that you can do though. I'm gonna rewind. This is the snapshot. Hold on. Control Shift Z. Ah, yes. What
Is
can
that
you
how you
do
do it?
here to prevent you from A, dying, and B, losing this wave?
looking to either hard shove with Zed either, because then that puts on pressure.
Bingo. I love that answer. Hard
Uh,
shove with Zed. He's already here, right? Like,
Oh
why not
man,
just slap a W
so
down,
retarded, bro. Sheesh.
throw his ninja down, throw his shadow, EQ the wave, and let it crash, and then it'll bounce back, right? And then you can farm safely. I can't fight you guys. Like, he's got ultimate. He's level 8. There's no way I can fight you 3 versus 2, right? Like, unless you guys really mess up. Like, I'm talking like really mess up. I can't fight this like 3v2. And I'm sure you guys have the skills to do like the bare minimum that's required, right? Like, there's no
Yeah,
way you guys mess up this 3v2. So tell the Zed, hey, get down here. It's warded. They saw you guys. Just help me push the wave or I get fucked here, right?
yeah,
And then he pushes your wave in, it bounces back, it starts going in the other direction, right? And you can farm on your
yeah,
tower and we can't kill you. It's like using your teammates. Like, I mean, in solo queue it can be kind of hard because you can
yeah.
type it
You don't
out
know
and
what they're
spam it in
doing.
your team. But it's just a quick hey, is his name Tom? Sky High Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Hey Tom, can you just shove out this wave real quick? We're kind of stuck here. And he's like, yeah, sure. And he'd be happy
Yeah.
to. He gets
Home slice.
CS and XP, right? Like, hell yeah. This guy's asking
Yeah.
me to take his minions. Hell yeah. And then you get to have this freeze here, right?
Yeah.
It's looking a lot better. Okay, what's the plan from here?
Honestly, it's just playing safe because bot lane's
Yep.
over. Look to pull up. If we can get picks, that'd be great. But
What are the steps you
playing
need to
safe.
do to play safe?
Trying to ward up vision, getting vision out in your jungle,
Uh-huh.
and probably freezing lane or something
Freezing
like
this
that.
lane. One more thing.
Tell Leona to get the fuck out of my lane so I can solo farm.
Well, actually, that's not the reason. Because I mean, the little bit of XP does matter, but at this point, it's like, you're so far behind that it doesn't matter, right? But the big reason you want Leona to roam is to A, get vision, B, get vision for her team, which is two different things. Like, she gets vision to make sure you can freeze, right? She gets vision
Okay.
here to make sure your team can make plays, and C, she's hovering the rest of the map where the play is gonna be. Because if you guys are team fighting bottom, are you gonna win?
No.
But if I'm here matching you, and there's like a 4v3 in this jungle, can you guys win?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So Leona wants to move to. She doesn't want to stand here and watch you
Yeah.
farm and take your XP and gold. That's
I
boring.
know, man.
Yeah.
What a hoe.
She wants to be here where the action is, right? Kill this player, fight this. Like, look how low they are, right? Like,
Mhm.
you guys could probably do something, right? I mean,
Yep.
Shen's dead, but like, if Shen was dead, right? So you can tell her to just walk beforehand, and that's your job too. I mean, it's her job too to try to figure out, right? Obviously, if I'm sure in the other VOD review they're saying, hey, Leona, don't walk here, just go help your team, right? But
Yeah.
in the event that she forgets, whose job is it to remind her?
Me.
Yours, right? What kind of teammate are you if you don't help your
I don't
teammates
know, man.
improve,
I don't
right?
know, man.
Exactly. Like you got to be the good teammate that reminds your support to make good habits, right? And if they don't
Yep.
make good habits, remind them, right?
Yep.
You'd be a great teammate if you kept them on their toes, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, zoom, zoom, zoom. You guys get 2 kills here. Let's see this. Okay. I think you could push this out a little bit faster, but they just barely reset top, so I think you're fine. Yeah. This is why you want to push it. This.
The problem here is I didn't know where Silas was. I didn't know if Silas was bot or not.
So
'cause he
yeah,
was-
yeah.
We
What
had
I
no
mean is
idea
like,
where your team was.
hold it, fuck. I didn't go back far enough. Okay, so the thing is, you want to push this really fast, really hard, and leave,
'Kay.
right? Because
Yeah.
2 options. Hold up. Fuck. 2 options. You're here, and you push this really fast,
Mhm.
or you're here and you push this really slow. Outcome A. Right. How do I delete everything? Outcome A is you push this like really fast. The wave like reaches the tower and it bounces back, right?
Mhm.
Outcome B, you push this really slow, which you do, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody gets to come freeze it right here, right? And then
Yeah.
you can't farm for the next like God knows how long the Silas wants to freeze this here for, right?
Yeah.
So both options are relatively safe. It's not like you have to walk up further to push faster, right? But the
Yeah.
other option is instead of the wave meeting here, the wave meets like right here, and then it pushes the other direction, and then you get to collect this farm, right?
Yep.
So yeah, if you know you can't push up any further, just push the fuck out of the wave to make sure it goes as far as it can, right?
Okay. Yep, and then there goes
Yeah, look at
Silas
him.
right out of the bush. I was like, ah, I knew where you were.
You got him, but imagine if you hard shoved this.
Yeah, if I
and,
hard shoved it, then I
yeah,
would.
he can't do this. Just look at him.
Yeah, now he just.
Okay, well now
makes
he's
me-
pushing. Hello, Brandon. Hello. What's he doing? Okay, let's look at this. Silas is bottom. MF is mid. Bard's alone. Oh wait, that's not where the play started. The play started here. Okay. This happens. Nar dies, and Bard's alone. You can't make this part of this play. Okay, but I like what you did though. Rotating mid. Even if let's say your minion wave's like here, right?
Yeah.
Wow,
you can zoom out really far. This
yeah,
is weird.
you have to control Shift Z. Okay,
This is really
let's say
weird.
you are bottom, right? You're
Yep.
farming. Let's say the minion line is here, right?
Yeah.
You're farming, right? And your team rotates up to make a play.
Mhm.
What should you do?
Either rotate to the team, probably rotate to the team at this point, but I don't know.
How far to the team?
I don't really know.
To mid lane. If you rotate too far, you're basically on the other side of the map. Them asking you to be part of this play is like ludicrous, right? So this is a no-go, right? And if you go all the way, the Silas can probably get tower. right?
Mhm.
And you lose a bunch of minions here. And you lose minions too because no one's farming the mid wave, right? So what
Yeah.
you should do is rotate mid
Yep.
to farm the mid wave that no one's farming because they're all coming up for this player, right?
Mhm.
And you're close enough to come turn this into a 4v5 since Silas is still bottom, right? So you're
Mhm.
still close enough to make a play even if it goes on for longer, right? And
Yep.
you're collecting mid wave, right? And when the play's over, you go take your happy ass freezing wave back to bottom where you can stack your mana minions some more, right? Very
Yes,
happy.
sir.
Very happy, right?
Happy plan.
Very happy man, right? Happy player, happy Kaisa, happy man to be, right? And that is exactly what you do. Right? But the thing is, did you do it
Nope.
because you knew, or did you do it just to do it?
What do you mean?
Like,
Like why I rotated middle?
yeah, why did you rotate
Uh,
middle?
the reason I rotated the middle was because we saw the fight outbreak top, so I was getting closer to see if I could do anything potentially with this fight, and we saw you mid lane, so we're like, oh, might as well go match misfortune. And yeah,
Yeah. So I like that thinking. Like you want to be close to play.
Yep.
That's proactive thinking. Like you want to be doing stuff, right? But the problem with that is you don't know that you could just go back bottom and farm this wave too, right?
yeah, no, I didn't realize I should have done
Yeah.
that.
Let Shen have this wave, right? You guys are fighting over CS when there's this juicy ass
Yeah,
cannon
well,
wave
we
here,
all-
right? So that's why. So now you know, even though rotating mid was the correct play, because now you know the reason, you know what to do after, right? So next game, when situation arises, you guys aren't fighting over mid wave. You go back bottom, right?
'Kay.
So you go mid to kind of be close to your team, but the main reason is to collect the mid wave that nobody else is getting. That way, somebody stays close to the bottom wave that you can farm to, right?
'Kay.
Nice. So this
Sweet.
way, going to the next game, you're gonna be champion at collecting these waves, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be challenger
wave.
out here.
Shen's kind of sad because
Yeah.
you're taking the wave. I mean, you should take the wave.
Hold up for a second, Henry. If I may interject.
Yeah.
Yeah. Collecting side waves is a very, very huge source of income and XP.
Yeah.
I learned
Oh,
this
yeah.
the hard way. It was in one of our Utah tournaments, and we were in the winners finals. I was up
Ooh.
against the old Challenger 80 carry, the old Challenger 80 carry, and he just would shove in every single lane, and we just never caught them. And my mid laner, he ended the game with like 400 CS because he was
Holy.
complaining to us because he's like, you guys need to get off your asses and go collect side waves because I'm getting all of the XP when it should be going to everybody, and I'm wasting my time getting these side waves when I could be winning us fights because I'm so overfed. But yeah,
Hmm.
I have ever since I finally kind of figured out that wait a minute, side waves are kind of broken. My CS numbers have jumped through the roof. I can almost 10 CS a minute every game now, and it's just getting your farm is like so important.
Yeah, it's super strong, right? Let's do the math. You're 200 gold away from running item. That's kind of a lot, right?
Yep.
Or is it
For what item was it?
for any
Rage Blade?
item? Like you're 200 gold away. That sounds like kind of a lot, but if you really think about it, it's actually off of one wave, you can get 204 gold.
Shoot.
That's a lot of fucking gold, right?
That is a lot of gold, yeah.
And how much gold did we just watch die here? We
200.
watched the cannon wave die. We watched 200 gold go away, right? Like, if
Yeah.
a plate's about to break and no one's nearby, but you're kind of close, you're booking it as fast as you can because if you miss out on that 180, it feels
Mhm.
really bad, right?
Yeah.
So you should feel the same way about a minion wave, right?
Okay.
That's more gold than a plate, right? That's more gold than a plate. And plates don't give you XP. Minion waves do, right? So once you rotate mid, you see that juicy farm bottom earlier? Like this whole cannon wave
Yep.
died, right? You should be going to
Yeah.
that, right?
I should be there, yeah.
Yeah. And you talk about how your jungler likes taking your CS a lot, right? But
Yeah, but I'm not there to take it, so therefore.
you're not there to take it anyway, right? So, yeah. So moving on. Recall. Let's do an item check. Okay. Q is evolved. Nice.
Yep.
Manamune is
Just
not that
barely
close.
started.
Ooh.
No. It's
Okay.
was super delayed.
At least you have Q evolved, right? So you can do something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can do
Helps
some damage
wave
now.
clear.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah. Collecting silence. Look at what we do. Like, look at what our teams do, right? Like, we realize how much gold this is worth. So everyone's eating minions, right? Like,
Mhm.
it's called like what is it called? NA ramming, right? Like where everyone just like groups mid
Yeah.
and like looks to fight. Like this happens all the time. I have a Smurf account of gold,
So
and
annoying.
literally every game, like once towers go down, everyone's just middle, right?
Yeah.
This shit was happening to me today in Diamond. I was in my D2 promos and
Yeah,
we're
it
A-ramming
even
it, and
happens
I'm
so
just
much
like,
of that.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going
It's a
on?
bad
There's
habit.
push.
Look, instead of okay, hold up, let me. So we see this. Nars getting out. We can rotate. We could fight with Bard ult and MF ult.
Mhm.
But nah, look. Free gold. This is freer, right? This is more fun. This is right here.
Well, I don't think it's fun, but it's more safe.
We're just eating meat. Yeah, it's more safe. It's not as fun, but it's more safe. You know what's fun? Buying items, right?
Yeah,
true.
And then
Doing
you get those
damage.
late game team fights.
Getting a pentakill.
damage,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Like you rotating to fights that aren't winnable are like it's like doing drugs, right? You're getting that
Yep.
like I don't mean like pop or whatever. I mean like black tar heroin, right?
Oh shit.
You're going from one fix to the
Good
next, right?
shit.
And like let's say you lose a team fight. Well, now you felt like you need to fight to get back into the game, right? That's
Yeah.
like trying to find your next fix, you know? Like, oh shit, that first one wasn't enough. That dopamine wore off, and I'm trying to find my next fix, right?
Yep.
But you know, you're never gonna find it. What you should
Mm.
do instead is instead of getting little dopamine spread out and getting addicted to team fighting, you should be patient. You should work out. You should eat healthy. You should exercise, right?
Yeah.
You should spend
that.
time with your family and friends, right? And then you are all set to have the big rush of dopamine that's like having like a family gathering or something. I don't know. Something that's wholesome.
I love
or
the analogy,
whatever,
man.
right? Like this way you could get your dopamine in a more wholesome and safe way, right? Like
Henry, do
instead
you
of
have like a
team
whole
fighting.
fucking book of these?
No, I actually just come up with
I
this
think
randomly.
it really does, man.
Dude, you should join a philosophy class.
Yeah. Kind of nuts.
I don't know about that, dude. But yeah, it's like getting your dopamine, like getting this, like us, we could get this kill. Like if you really think
Yeah.
about it, we can fight here, get
Oh,
these
yeah.
kills, right? Bard could just
Mhm.
ult, I can just walk up and ult, right? But that's like doing drugs, and like we're just gonna get hooked on that when there's like free, healthy dopamine here, right? Like
Yeah.
building items is the fun part. Like killing them is nice. You get the big rush of dopamine, but once they respawn, you forget about it, right?
Yep.
But the long-lasting dopamine comes from having fucking IE and Essence Reaver at 18
Yes.
minutes, right? That
Yes.
feels good. That's the
That
dopamine.
feels good.
That's the wholesome dopamine you want, not the black tar heroin that's team. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Hi, Dan.
Oh yeah, welcome to
Welcome,
his
Dan.
drug analogy. We're
Welcome
teaching
to the
him how to do
philosophy
drugs.
class, man.
Real-
You're missing
real-
out.
Real quick, in the next couple minutes, if you guys want to start wrapping up, we're going to join
Oh,
the
shit.
union room.
Bro, I
we spent a lot of
got
time.
to go.
Oh.
What?
We spent a lot of
It's-
time on this one
We're,
game.
what we divided
Yeah.
it
Oh my
up.
God.
Like
Well-
Henry's gonna do game 1, and I'm gonna do game 2.
Oh, I mean, if you guys want to keep doing, that's fine. But I think, in the interest of time, might want to start wrapping up a little bit
Here,
soon.
Yeah.
you know what, Dan? I'll drop up. You explain to me what's going on, and when it's my
No.
turn, Henry drops out.
No, I was just gonna say we're all gonna do like a wrap up with everyone.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
So
that
uh,
makes
t-
sense.
take your time though. I'll see where everyone else is at.
yeah.
Alright.
But yeah,
Is
at
that
this
your
point,
coach?
that's one of them. Actually, that's more like the team guidance counselor. He doesn't really.
Oh, nice.
He's a cool dude.
yeah,
You
he's
seem pretty
pretty.
sick.
But the reason he doesn't like to do like player coaching is like because he's
He's-
self-proclaimed sucks at League. He doesn't think he's good at League, but he's pretty
He's
good.
decent.
Yeah, he's
he's
decent.
like he's
platinum.
he's nothing special, but
But
he's
yeah.
like he's not bad.
It's just like if you don't think you're good and you're forced to coach gameplay, then it's not gonna feel good for either team. But I love
Yeah.
him as like a wholesome kind of like individual.
Dan's
Life coach,
hilarious.
yeah,
He lets me
sick.
do all my little
I
shenanigans.
think he's good at League, but I think he's qualified to individually coach the gameplay, but he doesn't feel comfortable
Yeah.
with it. So we're not gonna make him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we farm this bot wave. We don't call for it. Wait, is this TP up? Hold up.
Yeah, it is. You guys do TP. He does. I think it was a double TP, maybe. I don't know.
We actually
I
don't
know
know
it.
why.
Oh, never mind.
Because
wait.
he's eating minion waves. He's exercising. He's dopamine, right? We're not forcing him to team fight after this, right? Like,
Mhm.
because pulling him away to join this team fight means that he just loses out on this wave. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pushes in, and at this point, I think it's safe to say it's like this lead is
It's-
unrecoverable.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah,
over.
So,
It's 11,000
You know.
to 19.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
but it's not gonna be this big next time we scrim, right?
Yeah. You for sure.
You're gonna
Get
win
ready to-
lane.
Get
You're
ready
gonna feel
to
good about it.
dick
and
slap, bro.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna
I'm ready.
show
I
up.
mean, I don't know if I'm ready to get dick slapped or if I'm gonna spread my cheeks. Like, I don't know if that's the terminology we should be using, but
Don't
Yeah.
let Dan hear you say that.
but I'm expecting you to give me a beating. You know, like
Oh, I will. I'll give
yeah.
you a run for your money.
yeah, be confident. Play the first of 1 point, right? You're not gonna win LeBron at 100 points. You're gonna
Yep.
score the first one and win, right? Take
Yep.
take home the early game. Take the lead and run with it. Don't give us any lead. And
Yep.
make sure you eat your minion waves, right? Like
Eat
instead
my
of
vegetables, you know.
yeah, eat your vegetables. Don't do black tar heroin. Yeah. We're done with this first game.